Hi guys, this is eBay Trader and I'm finally back from my business trip to New York. I had a couple meetings and some kind of a seminar where I was talking about the future of the industry and the ways of the successful trading, and I'm ready to produce some new and fresh material. And today I'm with Binomo platform. This is one of my favorite ones. This is the demo account, so usually I do start with my day with the demo account. This is some kind of a warm-up for me where I make several trades. I get more confident about trading in the current conditions, and then I switch to the real one. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm not going to trade demo while creating the videos. Alright, so let's switch to the candlestick graph, 1 minute interval, and add the indicators, moving average, Bollinger Bands, and RSI. So on Binomo, for RSI I usually set up the period of 5, so it provides the better indication of current conditions on the market. And as always, I'm going to try apply my favorite strategy. It is the reversal strategy, where I do wait for the oversold or overbought conditions of the current asset, and I make the trade in the reverse direction. So for example, when the asset is overbought and the price is at its highest level in the current period of time, I do try to predict the moment when it's gonna start going down, and vice versa. So for example, if we take a look at this trade, Aussie JPY, you see how far down it went, and at this point the RSI was at 4. So even if you would make the trade when the RSI was at 20 and then martingale when it was 4, it is definitely like 100% winning trade. So let's go ahead and proceed with some trading here as well. So there are not many indicators confirming this right now for me, but I do expect that after such a long movement downwards, it should continue going, it should continue reversing slightly for for a bit, maybe for several more minutes. So let's see how it goes. Not much movement here, so probably I will switch to another currency pair after this trade. So let's see what else was happening here in order to understand if reversal strategy is gonna work on this asset. So this is the perfect case. The upper Bollinger Band was breached, the RSI was at 80% level, and there was a big spike. So this is definitely where I would make a trade and win. Same here, we almost touched the upper Bollinger Band, and there were like 4 big candles with the upwards direction, and it would be a win as well. Okay, so our trade just won. Investing 200 bucks, we got 352 back, but it wasn't like the iron trade. It wasn't something that was like I was 100% sure about. It's good that we won, but I would look at a couple more assets. Okay, Euro USD has 80% profitability here, and probably some decent movement at the moment, especially here. Like this asset has had some nice setups to use the reversal strategy like this one, where we have the breach of the upper Bollinger Band and RSI at the 68% level. So let's see, maybe not the perfect movement, but I would try to go with the downwards trend here. So why I made this decision, because like taking a look at the moving average, there is slight movement downwards, and after this big spike up, I do expect that at some point, like even if we didn't get to the upper Bollinger Band, and at some point it should continue going downwards. So even if this one doesn't win, I would martingale in this case. Alright, perfect. Investing $200 and getting 360 back. So I would even try going trend follow here. Let's try it. So this is like catching a wave. When you got on top of it, it's carrying you all the way forward, but you need to understand what's the good moment to stop, like where it should end, because otherwise we can lose. So again, we didn't have many of the confirmation signals here, like the upper Bollinger Band is high up, the RSI is in the range, but as I mentioned, like there is the common trend, which is the downwards movement, and there was this wave going up, so it was pretty reasonable to expect that it should start moving down. So right now I wouldn't continue with this small trend, and probably I'm gonna wait a bit and proceed with the reversal, because after 3 minutes of such a sharp movement downwards, the price should start going up. So maybe if it gets to this point again, I will make a trade for the upwards direction. So as you see, we started with 2,500 and right now it's $3,000 on my account, just within like 5 minutes. All right, $200 for the rise. So why I made this trade? Because after the 3 big candles moving downwards, there was like a confirmation from this candle. It showed me that it's changing the direction and starts moving upwards. So that's why I made this trend. So sometimes, of course, it's better to trade when you have the certain binary options signals from the indicators that you use, but it's gonna take some longer time. So you're gonna open up multiple assets and you will want to like observe the graph and stare at it for like 30 minutes, for an hour, and catching only the most perfect moments. So this trade just won. And in our case, I don't want to take a lot of your time. I just want to explain some major rules, some certain patterns that will let you perform the winning trades. So again, we started with $2,500 and right now it's 3,000 and almost 200. Let's see if there are any other assets that might be of use. Alright, so this one is perfect. I think that we might be able to apply the reversal strategy here as well. So you see the upwards movement that was happening during 5 minutes. There is a breach of the upper Bollinger Band and the price movement stopped. So I'm gonna wait, and the RSI is at 76% level, so I'm gonna wait for the slight confirmation. So once the candle turns red, I'm gonna make a trade for the downwards direction. So let's see. It's just patience, ladies and gentlemen. So in this case, it does also make sense to try to follow the trend, but the waves were pretty sharp, so probably yeah, it's just better to wait a bit, to observe, and to perform a reversal trade at the perfect moment, because it's not gonna continue going upwards forever. Alright, let's try it. $200 for the downwards movement. So again, explaining why I made this trade. We have the breach. Well, basically first we have upwards movement during 6 minutes. We have the breach of the upper Bollinger Band, and we do have the RSI at the overbought condition, 80% level. So we have several confirmations, and also I did notice that the candle turned red at some point. So having so many binary options signals is like a good sign that you are making a solid trade, and even in case if you slightly lose, it makes sense to martingale. All right, perfect. Plus 354. So all the trades that we made today were done applying the reversal strategy. We started with 2,500 and finishing with 3,300, which is a pretty good result. Not the safest strategy, I would say, because in like natural conditions I would be more patient, I would take less trades and observe more. But in this case, most of the trades that were done were pretty safe. So if you're ready to try yourself and you don't need to invest any money, just go ahead and register the account. The link is in the description. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The account is free. You can just do the same trades on the demo account and reload it as many times as you want until you feel confident, and when you feel that you're ready to do some real trading and win some real money, you can easily switch to the real one and try it yourself. So it was a pleasure to talk to you today. I will see you later, and have a nice and safe trades. Bye guys.